The Story of Pokimane. I don't think I've ever seen this. I'm gonna watch it. I wonder how accurate it is.
Hit towers. Hit towers.
End the game.
End the game. We win.
End the game.
Oh. Let's go, dude! Let's go!
She's taking my camera spot.
Twitch chat is juxtaposed over top of Pokimane's webcam feed. Pepe the Frog emotes run northbound on the right side of the screen frantically.
They're looking for that big money nexus.
There we go!
Going down in favor of Easy Clap, your Twitch rival
That's
champion.
an interesting opening
She just
line.
won the Twitch Rivals League of Legends finals.
Yes!
Dude.
Yeah!
7K in the
Oh, that's cute.
7K to the fucking bank, man. 7K to the
Holy
bank.
shit!
She's smiling ear to ear, just chatting with her subscribers.
That's cute.
Sorry, I'm talking so much, but I love you guys. It's like the best day ever.
Browsing the web, checking her Twitter feed, and catching up on the goings-on of the gaming and content creation world.
Wow, Pokey roasted. Fuck is this?
Another day, another Poke stream, with tens of thousands of people watching. But the channel couldn't be more relaxed. That's the kind of energy Poke
True.
brings. Tomorrow, she's flying to the NFL Pro Bowl, where she'll be a special guest at the event's Fortnite celebration. To her right is where Mimi hangs out, her beloved cat she periodically explodes with love for.
Yeah, if she's facing the screen, true.
Look at how long she is.
She's in the master bedroom of the offline TV house in Los Angeles.
Darn
This
right.
is Pokimane,
Queen
a passionate
Poke.
streamer that will dominate any sphere of
Thank you,
content
Ronnie,
put
for
in
the
her path.
9 months. Thank you.
Award winner is Pokimane.
All while maintaining
Who
the
announced
nonchalant
it? Why was it
attitude
so
she is universally
Pokimane?
loved for.
Kumar, can you do
It
this?
should have been a little more excited than that.
Back off, ma'am, guest lady. All right. With this sword, I vow to protect all kings. Yes. Ooh. Yes. I'm sorry. I've never seen any of the Toy Story movies.
How? How have you not seen any of them?
This is her story.
I'm a motherfucking gamer!
Wasn't that
Iman
like her sub or
Pokimane
donate
Anise
sound for a
lives
while?
and breathes content.
Oh,
Whether
there's
you're
Felix.
watching Fortnite on Twitch, browsing YouTube, or
Gleek.
scrolling through Instagram, chances are you've heard her name. Poki was born in Morocco, but grew up in Quebec City,
I actually
Canada,
didn't
where
know
she
that.
grew up speaking French as her first language.
As a little 5-year-old, my brain couldn't comprehend how I lived in a city named Quebec in a province named Quebec.
Yeah.
That was the first place that I moved to when we moved from Morocco to Canada.
She started her trek up the content creation ladder in June 2013 when she first activated her Twitch channel. This was an era in gaming when esports was really starting to thrust
Oh, I think I
itself
was
into
just
the heart
covering
of
her
the
camera
online
right there.
zeitgeist, and League of Legends in particular was
Well, try
surging
here.
in popularity. Back then, streaming a game
Yeah,
like
there it
League
is.
on Twitch was about showing off just how good you were.
True. Kind of.
We were light years away
Damn,
from
did you
the
see that FPS? Look at the FPS on that webcam
surging
down
in
there. Hold
popularity.
on.
Back then, streaming a game like League on
Look, when she
Twitch
goes
was
to
about
clap.
showing off just how good you were.
Look, this is way back in the day. Look at this. Her hands are
We were
just
light years
levitating.
away
Their
from the
powers
just chatting
coming out of
section
them.
and the personality-driven
Donate me
broadcasters
your
we
money.
know now.
That's what
but
she was
Pokimane
doing.
shattered
No
that
wonder why
mold.
her donations
Not only
are
did
so
she
high.
offer a gameplay,
She's magical. Shungite.
I made it out.
she brought you right into her world.
It tastes like that really, really, really minty gum. The minty gum that isn't sweet. That's what it tastes like.
A bubbly university student who loved anime,
Oh, she
makeup,
had the,
cats, and hip-hop.
Not Doki Box.
She allowed her viewers
I
to
don't
get to
remember
know her
what
as
it's
a
called.
person in an era where that kind of content wasn't the norm.
Honestly, this entire year,
That's true.
school year, has just been me working so hard to keep my grades up, get a good scholarship, keep above a 90, get into whatever program, go to university.
And she flourished. In addition to
how
streaming on
things have
Twitch,
changed.
she
She still
started
made
a
her parents
YouTube
proud,
channel and
but-
filled it with highlights, vlogs, and lifestyle content.
Hi everyone, today I am
Oh, that's
cosplaying
cute.
Chi from Chobits.
Of course, back
That's
then, a
almost too
Pokimane
cute.
stream wasn't the same
I feel
polished
weird
product
watching
it is
it.
today. She, like many other content creators, was trying to balance her channel with her everyday life.
My parents are staying way longer. They're staying until the end of August, and I was like, no, I have a baby subs that I need to get back to, so I'm literally flying 3 flights all the way back from North Africa to here, and I really hope that I don't die.
She was studying chemical engineering at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, and in true Poki style, was seamlessly blending her identity as a student with her content. In many ways, this was the genesis of what may be Pokimane's greatest asset, her uncanny ability to turn each part of her lifestyle into independent, uniquely provocative content streams. Even early on, she didn't just play League, or stream, or unbox, or vlog. She also published streaming tips and cosplay videos.
Once people really enjoy who you are and feel some type of a connection with that, they're happy to watch you
Provocative.
play or do
he
just
said
about
it.
anything.
There's a
He
lot
said
made of
it.
putting your entire self on display in your content. And for Pokimane, that felt authentic from the beginning.
Everything that
that?
people say or do or think about you can be a bit more on a personal level. I try to just let the fact that I am the product in a sense motivate me to become a better person in all aspects of life.
From 2015 to 2016, Pokimane began to grow exponentially on YouTube and Twitch. At times, she was streaming to more than 2,000 viewers and was attracting non-endemic
Dang, is that a
sponsors to her channel.
sub-wall?
The point
I
at
think
which
that
I
was a
really
sub-wall.
saw myself
Those are
taking
prehistoric.
more of a career path with streaming was when I saw sponsorships and sponsors and brands in general coming into the space. I felt like that really not only legitimized the space, but also showed me a way to get actual stable income.
With the growth she was enjoying,
Did
she
you do
decided
that
to
for
drop out of
Christmas?
school and take a big risk.
But having them here all the time, like, no one does sub walls anymore.
She
It's
put her
like,
life on hold,
maybe
left her
someone
degree
has a
and the
one
country she grew
whiteboard,
up
but
in,
this is
and
a
moved to Los
whole
Angeles, the
wall.
mecca of
whole
esports, to give
wall.
streaming full-time
I'm not
a
hating
shot.
on it.
This decision turned out to be a massive
just saying it's a
success
throwback.
after a failed first living arrangement led to the origins of offline TV.
Offline TV came about. Basically, I decided to take a year off of school when I wanted to test out streaming full time. And during that time, I was like, I should move down to LA because that's like the hub of esports, basically. So I came down here. My living situation kind of didn't work out. So I was looking for a place, and I was under the same agency that Scara was under. And also our manager at the time was living with him, and he was living with another league player named Yuna. They had an extra room. It's like, can I live with you guys, please? Just for a little bit, please? I'm homeless.
In the span of a few short months, Pokimane went from being an up-and-coming streamer who was learning to balance her university workload with her content creation to living in LA with a dedicated group of like-minded content creators.
I was like, you know what? I'll double the investment, get a bigger house, and grab some people. And I want to make like an actual content house. I want to try for it again because, especially with Poki coming in, I was like, I really like Poki. I think the dynamic of like me, Yuna, Poki is really good. And then like plus a couple people, who knows? I think we can kill it.
And Pokimane exploded.
And they did.
By the end of 2017, she was streaming to more than 5,000 viewers concurrently and gained more than 450,000 Twitch followers, making her one of the top 100 broadcasters on the platform. But most importantly, she continued to be the multi-purpose entertainer she had become known for. At the request of her followers, she created
That's
an
big
ASMR-focused
true, though. That's
YouTube
big
channel, which
true.
became an instant success.
It did.
That same year, she ramped up the content on her main YouTube channel and generated more than 500,000 subscribers in 2017 alone.
I
On
didn't know
YouTube,
that
she
the
gave her
channels were
subscribers a
separate. I
little
thought
bit
she
of
did
everything.
ASMR on her main
You could tune in for
YouTube.
stream highlights and more gaming adjacent content if that's what you wanted. But she also went outside of the box, creating monthly vlogs of events she attended and gave viewers a glimpse into her day-to-day life. And in that same year, she took to Instagram as well, where she generated more than 300,000 followers on a platform that was still mostly untapped by the gaming industry.
True.
Poki used Instagram to capitalize on something that has been a fixture of her content since the beginning, her interest in fashion and beauty.
It's actually, I think it's pretty crazy
On stream, there's a
that a
constant
Twitch
back and
streamer
forth
has
between her and her
millions of
community on these
followers
subjects.
on Instagram.
So beep boop beep boop. This
But
is
she
me
has
typing
done a
beep,
lot
boop,
of
beep, boop, boop.
on
I
YouTube,
find it,
which
it's
is
like
normal
4
for
and something
YouTubers.
stars. I order it. It comes in. I open it, and you know what I get? This. These bottles are 2 different colors entirely.
She'll teach you how she does her
Are
hair,
they?
what makeup
I
she
couldn't
uses,
tell at
new
all.
techniques, and new
Maybe in
outfits.
real life you
Her
could tell.
Instagram is an extension of all that, and has become massively popular as a result. But there was still upward progress waiting for Poki in 2018 when the gaming world as we knew it would be flipped on its head.
True.
While Poki was getting bigger, she never stayed static in
made
her
a
approach
lot
to her
of
content.
people.
She
just,
stayed willing to
I don't even
adapt
know,
and was
like,
always looking for the
exploded.
next big
It's
thing to
crazy
move the
shit.
needle. And she found it. In 2018, Pokimane leapt headfirst into one of the biggest gaming phenomena in history. Fortnite Battle Royale.
True.
It's been discussed ad nauseum, but it's hard to understate the
Schmeagle,
positive
schmagool.
relationship
Thank you for
between
the
the
3
Battle
months,
Royale
Brittany. Thank you for
genre
22
and Twitch
months.
streamers.
Yikes, dog.
Oh, that's a feels bad, man. I hate when that happens.
If he has to ask, he's a normie. My whole chat is just
The games provide a cadence that allows for ample back and forth with the living organism that
I'm
is
covering
Twitch
her.
chat,
Ah.
in addition to seemingly constant gameplay.
Trust me.
For Pokimane, Fortnite was the perfect fit. After all, so much of her identity on Twitch was tied to her personality. Sure, League fans loved her commitment to the game and memeing on the Rift,
I didn't want to take it. I had to take it. I'm just saying. IKS and I swear.
but she wasn't just a League of Legends streamer. She was a 5-tool entertainer, and Fortnite was the perfect canvas for her to paint on.
What was that line? I don't know what that line was.
Oh my god, thank god, thank god, thank god, thank god, thank god. That was so close when I started reloading. I was like, no!
Dude, she
Holy
keeps putting her webcam where mine is. She's following. Look, see, she's following me.
I've never done that!
Oh,
I knocked one beside you.
And as Fortnite grew, so
I could've
did
found a better
Pokimane.
clip than
With
that,
the addition of
please.
Fortnite to
Okay,
her
I'm done
repertoire,
moving it.
there
If
was
I block
simply
it, I block
nothing
it.
stopping Pokimane.
she keeps moving it when I move
Offline TV was growing rapidly. Her YouTube and Twitch were both exploding, and she had perched herself high atop the rankings as one of the most popular personalities in the gaming world. Poki capped off 2018 by being recognized for her massive growth over the course of the year, by winning Streamer of the Year at the Shorty Awards.
And our
What are the
Twitch
Shorty
Streamer of the
Awards?
Year
I don't even know what
winner
that is. I'm sorry.
Pokimane!
It has to be some internet,
I
some
was
type
stressing
award.
about chemical engineering exams, and now I'm playing video games for a living. So please, anyone out there, if you have a passion, follow it. It'll be worth it.
It's also important to note that many of these worlds in which she's become a trailblazing force
not the
are particularly
Shouty
difficult
Awards.
to navigate for
The
women.
Shorty.
I do think that being a woman in gaming definitely comes with its difficulties as well as its pros. And also, I feel like it's luckily gotten better and better every year.
But with the tenacity and professionalism that Poki brings to her
Slowly
work,
but surely.
she's become a juggernaut in the world of content creation. But as is always the case with Poki, while everything else was razor focused on Fortnite, she was conquering another platform in her spare time.
Merch?
Despite her overwhelming fame
They
in
were doing
gaming,
her merch
Poki was
shoot,
also
so I don't
developing
know.
another kind of following on Instagram. Her makeup and beauty content has attracted a massive non-endemic audience on Instagram that has landed her with more than 3.5 million followers.
This was
In
cool.
fact,
I like
she's
the
such a
makeup
force
collab
on the
idea.
platform that sponsors started to take notice.
I'm a creator not only in the online sense, but just in the like up here sense. Like I'm always thinking of new ideas, thinking of new things I want to do. And I've always found not necessarily the act of putting something online, having people enjoy that to be satisfying, but the act of like creating something in your mind, envisioning it, and then producing it and having that become a reality. That's what's really satisfying.
It's here that, as we mentioned earlier, Pokimane sets herself apart.
The thing that I love the most about doing this collaboration is that it's something that's never really been done in the Twitch space.
It's as if she has her own gravitational pull of influence.
It really, really warms my heart when other female streamers say that I inspire them. I want to continue making it like a very comfortable space for a wide variety of people and showcasing that I feel like gaming is a lot more diverse than people might realize.
She layers an infectious personality on top of
probably
extremely
people outside
popular
of
and
gaming,
relatable
she
content.
means. That's true.
Oofy doofy doof. Good try, sir.
She doesn't limit herself to any one form of creating. She sees a new avenue to grow and attacks it every time.
I gotta say, I feel like with every year, gaming becomes more and more mainstream. So I try to never be afraid to kind of step out of my comfort zone.
That's true.
And definitely the key for me is to
I like that
only
point.
tackle content that I'm genuinely passionate about.
And she does it like no other content creator on the planet.
It's typically for me.
That's
just when
also
I see
true.
something
Whether
that I
you like it or not,
and,
it's true.
I enjoy the platform that it's on.
I actually like.
I try to figure out.
I like hearing this guy who is not really involved with Twitch. I mean, it's the story of esports or whatever, right? Yeah, theScore esports. Sorry, and they do frequent like Twitch a lot, but this isn't like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They're still like pretty normie. They're not completely. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying.
That I like about it, how I can.
Or they're
maybe
normifying
innovate in that
esports so it's more
community,
mainstream.
or in the areas that I feel are lacking in that community, and seeing how well I can get it to perform.
She's your afternoon companion, someone to catch up on the internet news of the day with, to listen to the latest Drake track, or explore the latest Fortnite patch.
More accessible, yeah.
But I saw a really weird clip with it earlier today.
True.
Oh my god! They vaulted my honey rifle! That was my favorite gun!
She'll help you do your makeup better. She'll laugh with you, and she'll just kick back and do what feels like nothing at all for 8 hours nearly every day with you.
Guys, please don't shit on me for saying this, but like, I've never seen any of the Toy Story movies.
Okay, why they... Okay.
It's an absolute
Why'd they zoom in
masterclass
right at
in
that
making
time?
things look easy.
Honestly, just like Google me. I think I might make a TikTok. Isn't that wild?
Let's fucking go, Amal. I just love that. Honestly,
I mean, it's too much
just Google me. Google me.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and
she
ring
hit
that
the zoom key
notification
with her
bell.
headset?
For unique
Oh, really?
bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.
Well, there you go. If you still don't know who Pokimane is, just Google her. Forehead. That was cute. I learned a few things about her that I never knew, but for the most part, I mean, if you watch her stream, or if you just even look at her socials, like they were just, for a lot of it, talking about just how popular she is, or things that you can just kind of look at her content and then you see it. Like, you can see that she does makeup, ASMR, cosplay, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, she has done all those things before. So a lot of it was, like, just kind of repetitive for me personally because I know her. But, yeah. Or I know of her, I should say.